In this episode, we catch a boat to Thursday Island, the Proto gets a new alternator, and we celebrate our last day together as a group. Thursday Island is a remote island on the northern border of Australia. It's primarily a government outpost guarding our northern border and administering the Torres Strait. On a sunny day, Thursday Island is a very picturesque island. I recommend you take a bus tour to get a good handle on the sights. The Green Hill Fort Complex on Thursday Island commenced construction in 1891 as part of the Imperial and Colonial Whole of Australia Defence prior to Federation. It was erected in response to the Russian scare of 1885 and to late 19th century European colonial expansion in New Guinea and in the South Pacific. New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, West Australia and South Australia contributed to the costs of construction. Britain supplied the armament and Queensland founded and supplied the garrison. It sits on approximately 16 hectares. They have established an interesting museum under the fort. The walls in these rooms are 600mm thick. Historically, pearling was an important industry at Thursday Island. It will be quite an experience diving in the old diving suit. This is an old hand pump used to pump air to the diver below. There are 3 6-inch gun replacements in the area. These guns are able to fire shells over 12 miles away. The hospital and heliport are on the southeast point of the island. Horn Island is viewable to the south and provides water supply and airport for Thursday Island. Prior to European settlement, there were no indigenous people living on the island, as there is no reliable water supply. This is now piped across from Horn Island. The bus tour includes a visit to the island cemetery. Much time and creativity is spent designing and decorating the tombs, with the final revealing often 2 years after the funeral. We found one memorialising the designer of the Torres Strait flag, Bernard Namok. After lunch at one of the local cafes and a visit to Gab Tutui, Torres Strait Cultural Centre, we boarded the boat for the return cruise back to the station wharf. Meanwhile, the Prado is ready to pick up after having a new alternator fitted. The guy at Top End Motors is very helpful. You'd have to be a jack of all trades to work up here. Frankly, I think he was quite reasonably priced considering the location.
sadly waving at your a ship goes sailing by. When you return on that special day, you will find.
After paying the bill, we went back to the Loyalty Beach campground for a final celebration of our last meal together before we split into two groups for the return journey home. As we waited for our meal, storm clouds were gathering in the distance, and before we knew it, we were scurrying for shelter. The next episode takes us to Captain Billy's Landing. See you then.